Radio Raheem here with Cement-Fisted Joe Smith. I think David Avila gave you that name. In this meantime, you know, it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, 8 months, maybe almost to the day when you step in the ring again?
It's been a while, but, you know, I've been in the gym since the last one, and you know, I'm looking to come right back in where I left off.
So you've been in the gym for 8 months, just training. Talk to me about these days.
You know, I had a few weeks here and there. You know, it took a week 2 times, I believe. Went away for a little bit to clear my head, and I came back and got right into training because, you know, the first time I got right back into training about 3 weeks after the Hopkins fight, and because I was told I was going to have a fight at the Garden possibly with, or Nassau Coliseum with with Stevenson, but it didn't work out. And so I took a week after that and came right back and started training again.
After a big upset, it has to be considered a big upset, not just because you won, but I mean, you knocked out a legend literally out of the ring. It would seem like your name would have been as hot as possible right then. You want to jump right back in the ring. Yeah, why will it have been 8 months? What's been the holdup?
We just couldn't, I guess we couldn't get a fight. You know, we were waiting for the right fight, and you know, I guess this is the one that came along.
You know, Barrera is an exciting fighter. We've seen him. He's kind of a journeyman now, like a gateway guy. But you're a title holder. The Adonis Stevenson fight makes perfect sense. Yeah. Why did that fight not happen, and is it still a possibility?
I really don't know why it didn't happen, but you know, maybe after this one it'll be a possibility.
You talked to me about training for 8 months without a fight signed and ready to go. That's a long time to be in the gym, a long time not to be in the ring. Do you feel like you're at all concerned about ring rust or, you know, staying in rhythm in there?
No, you know, I feel pretty good, and I'm very confident about this fight.
One of the big things about you as a person before the Hopkins fight was that you're a construction worker, you're the common man. We heard that whole common special thing. Yeah. Did you go back to the common life, or are you still busting concrete?
Actually, I went back to work for about 2 weeks after the Hopkins fight, and you know, and I've been off pretty much ever since then. But you know, who knows? Maybe I'll be back on the job site for a couple of days here and there.
How has life changed for the common man from construction working site to ending the career of a legend?
It's been great. You know, like you said, I ended a legend, and you know, now I can take off of work when I feel like I need to to get back to training.
How are you preparing for Sullivan? Obviously, he's long in the tooth. He's had quite a bit of experience in there. He's been in big fights before, and you have as well. But with this layoff, knowing how important it is for you to perform this time out, how are you preparing, and what strengths do you feel like you have matching up against Sullivan Barrera?
I believe I'm going to have a little speed advantage over him, possibly maybe stronger, and you know, I'm just going to do whatever it takes to get the victory.
You know, that title around your waist, it gives you permission to be discussed with the Andre Wards and the Kovalevs and the top of your division. Of course, you're a title holder, but you weren't in that conversation before, and not being in the ring for 8 months, you haven't been a name that's brought up. Yeah. Is this the fight that puts you in that conversation in people's consciousness, and what do you have to do to get there?
Yeah, I believe it is, and I think by doing something that Ward couldn't do will get me in that talk.
Is that like Adonis Stevenson we just talked about, even Kovalev being out there, that'd be probably a big fight, be decent money for you. What would you prefer if you had your choice after Barrera, assuming it goes the way you expect? What would be in a perfect world the next fight for you?
Any one of those top contenders, you know, I'll be happy with getting.
You feel like you match up against one better than another?
No, but you know, every one of them are great fighters, and then it'll get me to the title shot.
There's been a lot of criticism about the refereeing in the Ward Kovalev rematch and the scoring in the first one. Obviously, these things are of interest to you. You might fight either one of those guys. Who knows? How did you see that fight? Did you feel satisfied at the ending? Did you feel like that fight was scored? The first one, I want to talk to you about the first and the second. I haven't talked to you since either. The first one and the second one. Take me through your thoughts.
The first fight I don't remember much about, honestly. I didn't, but definitely the second one, it was I thought it was a good fight, and I just think Kovalev got worn down and kind of quit.
You think you could do that to him?
Possibly. That's what the goal would be. When I get there, that'd be a great opportunity to have.
I think we both agree that you have to look spectacular in this fight, get back on people's mind. But for those of us who maybe didn't know you before Hopkins, and people say, "Oh, that's a one-off." Like, yeah, Hopkins was old, Joe was lucky, the ropes, they fell out of the ring. All these things. What do you have to say to those people? And what is it that you need people to come away from thinking about Joe Smith once this fight is over?
Well, I just need to go out there and prove myself once again, and look great in this fight. And I believe it'll go away. Nobody will be saying anything like that anymore.
Radio Raheem with cement-fisted Joe Smith. We'll see you Saturday night. Good luck, man. Pleasure to see you back in the ring.